Hey guys, it's Antonio from Calvo Motorsports. We're here at FL2K 19. Great event, great weekend. We brought 7 cars, everything ranging from stock motor bolt-on cars to CM2000Xs. The one CM2000X we had is the second fastest mile an hour of the day over every GTR, Lambo, everything at 198 miles an hour. Our stock motor cars did really well. It was David Hunter's first time ever racing his car. He's 81 years old and still, I think, clicked off 150 mile an hour with a 60 car. Eric Wood was here with his newly delivered CM1600 Trap 178. He was put in the unlimited class with a bunch of very fast cars. He raced Brian Spockman's 2,000 horsepower GTR. Lost by half a car, maybe a full car. Clean race, great race. Just Spockman had 400 wheel horsepower more. Sandy was here with his stock motor bolt-on car, consistent 157 car. Sandy's should be a grudge racer or a bracket racer. He's same mile an hour every time. I drove Eric Pavley's CM2000 ACR. Was pretty consistent at 182 to 183 every pass. I raced the #1 contender who won the whole event in a GTR, and we were within a fender of each other. Beautiful race. We took off same time, same pace, everything. Everything else was great. We raced Imp Motos, Lee Saunders, I think that car's got twin 80s and nitrous with Fabricio's car. I hate to have Viper on Viper crime. Lee's a great guy. The guys at Imp are great. We got him pretty good. Tiff's car, CM1800 sequential car. Tiff came out, first roll race event, made it into I think the Elite 18 or top 16 it's called. Overall, every single one of our cars, except for the 2 stock motor cars, were in the that top 16 class. Every single one drove back on the trailer, competed really well. I think this event, we showed a lot of people what the Viper is actually capable of in a sea of you know, all-wheel drive cars. I raced a Dallas Performance Twin Turbo Huracan. I know it was turned down on that race. I got them pretty well, about 2-3 cars. I know they said the owner didn't put plugs in it. They didn't change the plugs, so I don't want to consider that a good kill since the car wasn't running top. Great weekend. I think we surprised a lot of people this event with what the Viper is actually capable of. compared to an all-wheel drive car. Everybody said there's no way we're gonna catch them and this and that, and I think we proved to the world something different today. That black ACR, I was throwing 1800 wheel at it in second gear and it dead hooked it. Track prep was awesome. It's a hard event because you're 1,000 feet going from a 30 roll, so any split second you miss, game's over when you're matched up to a car that's close to you. So the car could be 10 mile an hour slower, and if you sleep or wheel hop or any little thing, you're done. Starting at like a 40 roll, which is first gear for us, and a lot of people walked up to us and said, man, your guys are just leaving hard in first gear on 19-inch RWD. It's like, how are you doing that? I think on the black ACR, we were throwing, I want to say 1400 at it, 1500 in first gear, and it was just hooking and going. A lot of that has to do, obviously, with the Motec, Collins tuning, the suspension setups in the car. Collins firmware uses, it's a little bit different. It uses something called torque management, not just a boost-based software, if you will. So it works extremely well. Colin, the way he tunes these things is incredible. Another thing that has helped us a lot, besides the actual just chassis, the Viper doesn't perform like your typical rear-wheel drive car. It does hook really well without anything. And then, you know, you add, we put DSC suspension with our own custom firmware in that as well. And the DSC suspension, it's active, it's constantly changing, sort of like MagRide, but much more advanced. It changes the way the car drives, the way the car brakes, the way the car accelerates. You can program the travel limiters into the firmware on what and how you want the suspension to do. It's all tied into the factory VCM to get steering angle. It's tied into the yaw sensor, so it knows G's, pitch. There's basically, and it changes everything instantly. It's some really cool stuff. A lot of people just don't know about getting a car to work is more than just power and tires. And these cars they're working incredibly with the combination as a whole. Pretty impressive once you get everything dialed in here at the track. People are saying, oh, what about the street? What about the street? Well, first off, none of these cars should be driving on the street in my opinion at all. But we did some testing with the black ACR, and that car went 3.160 to 130 on 19s on the street. And I think he went like a 2.3 or 2.4, 100 to 150 on the street. Fabricio's car here did a 2.460 to 130 and went 100 to 150 in 1.79 seconds. So just, if you fathom what 1.79 seconds, 100 to 150 is, or even a 2.460 to 130, it shows the cars are working. And then to go on a 19-inch R888, a 3.1 is mind-blowing. It shows that we're leveling the playing field. Obviously with technology, R&D, I want to give a big thank you to Victor, all the people in Florida for having us here. It's been a great event. Can't wait to see you guys next year.
Tip Murphy Viper